Welcome back in Builders. We're back with some more Kracken Unlimited. We are fighting off another naval invasion from the major that we were fighting before. It's going okay, but I am very concerned. We almost did have a couple breakouts. I would love to bring another tank group down here. I'm kind of thinking I'd like to get just a set of mediums. Not that I necessarily need them, but it'd be nice to get them some field testing if nothing else. I was poking around here and just checking out the thing. Also had a interesting comment from, I believe it's Vile Sandstrom, said that we could check out places where when the snow falls or we have permanent snow or glacials in the mountains, if you mouse over the rain, it also includes hex surface snow ice quality information. I believe if you're doing surface ice mining, that is going to be the quality. I assume that the snow quality 70% is the total. It's maybe organized a little weirdly. I don't know why you'd put the -30 below the total, or maybe it's 70 and then we have a 30% penalty on top of that. Not 100% certain on that. But either way, that should tell us the modifier of how much water we're going to get. So I'm not going to check this out at the moment. But here you can see if we built an ice mining facility 1, we'd expect 600 water. So 70% of that is what we should actually get from that. So just a good little piece of information to have there. So thank you for pointing that out. All right, beyond that, another comment I had was we didn't incorporate South Seatown, and that was on purpose when we first founded it, but I do agree that I think we could probably go ahead and fold them in. They're looking like they're not having too bad of a time. So let's go ahead and give Adam a call here, and we'll zone order him. Just check in here. Yeah, public budget, some worker pay. Okay, so the regular population is paying 0.1 and we're paying 0.007. So we are underpaying. I think it's okay. I haven't seen anything there that is looking crazy. So let's go ahead and just regular zone this. I am going to leave that alone. If we start having work problems again, maybe we'll revisit that. All right, that should be nice. We going into the rest of the orders here. Simba wants us to hire someone. No, Simba, back to the closet. Demand that our bureaucratic assets reach 14. We did build a bureaucratic office 3. We are not currently staffing it, although we're working on fixing that. I think I will go ahead and okay that. New org, again, we could take the applied science. If I say no to this, it'll get cheaper. I think 37 points. Let me do my other tasks first. Okay, here we go. Order of battle. I think I want to try to find a way. I want to find a way to get operationalized faster. I'm not even sure what I do. I just need everything. Man, if everything's a priority, nothing's a priority. I'm going to shift 2 points because I also really want to customize our MG to add some RPG troops to that. So
Yes, sir.
I guess that's it. Okay, design something new. We did design an ultralight. I don't think we have anything else I particularly need to upgrade or anything. So we're just gonna no target that one for now. Okay, here, 37 left. I don't believe we have anyone of interest if we were gonna get that. Yeah, we have no reserve troops. I said that too soon. We have garbage in our reserve troops. If we had to use these guys, who has the best intelligence? Wow, a 26. And that is pretty bad. Let's go play a couple cards and see if we can get somebody who we might be interested in. So we have another corpo scientist.
Aye, aye, sir.
A cap 1. Perfect. Yeah, he's intelligent, but the cap 1 is going to be absolutely crippling in my opinion. I guess we play civilians from here. Man, these are rough, I won't lie.
Order acknowledged.
Okay, success, new leader has been recruited. A cap 2, I mean, not bad, but not useful either.
Order acknowledged.
Okay, here we go. Oh my goodness, Gordon. I've never been so happy to see you. Cap 3, he has some investigation. Not really where I would want to go with that, but I guess it's not the worst thing ever either. Was recruited into your service. He specializes in leadership. He might actually be better than some of our other governors, if I'm being honest. Hide that. Show me job type, governor, not reserve. So we have some tier 2 people in here. I mean, it's not the worst thing ever. I mean, you're not stellar either. Let's play another one. Did you shuffle, or was that my last card? That was my last card. Okay, I think we're gonna take it. Not ideal, but getting that started would be really nice. A training opportunity. I think we're gonna stick to mined because we don't have that many options to get mined. Okay, we'll drop out of there. And that'll come up next turn. I'm basically out of political points. Okay, along the front, we do have this little awkward cutoff, and we did have a creature land here. Where are you? Okay, good. Okay, I'm glad you're not in the mountains. Okay, I'm not going to go in this turn. Okay, the rest of you continue down. I may need more firepower here. Okay, keep going that way, keep going that way. Okay, 6-1 apparently. All right, let's do it.
Bring in the tanks.
I would like to make sure we have supplies for that group that got cut off this last turn. Okay, unfortunate, but not that bad considering. Okay, and move up. And where's my road? Sealed road. Yeah, right to there. So we will be building a city in here, but obviously I would like to clear things away from it first. We do got spiders over here. Let's advance. Yeah, sure. Okay, we were working on scavenge here. We ran out of metal last time. Easy come, easy go, I suppose. I'm gonna let this just ride. I gotta watch my spending here. We did that, and you are building a truck station. Okay, at the port. We're working on the barracks. The barracks is going to give us security. Then we need education and entertainment. Okay. They're a ways out. They're a ways out. And the capital. We're working on a power plant. Which apparently we need because we're losing a bunch of power. And it looks... No, you're not done yet. But it looks like you are very shortly going to be done. We're going to run out of wood to chop here. Probably why I was working on that. Okay, I think I am mentally caught up. Let's go ahead and roll a turn here. I would love to get rid of this idiot here. But the thing is, I have a feeling I'm going to get rid of this invasion and they're just going to come right back. I have a feeling this is going to be a perpetual problem. We're going to need enough forces that we could respond to his landings and maybe do one of our own. They're coming from up here, I am pretty certain. Maybe we should start trying to get some more spies up there. That may not be a bad idea. And then that would give us a little bit more info. We do also know there's another major over here, but they're less of a pain at the moment, at least. Yeah, I don't know. That's gonna be rough. Okay, it looks like it's getting winter time down here in the southern hemisphere. Suffered no losses and did not make any kills. Fine. Discovered side skirts. Okay. Useful, I suppose. Do we just redesign the medium tank before we roll one out? We did learn, well, we confirmed last season that if we look at our armor here, we do not have side skirts listed because they did not have that when they were designed. We also have the assault gun, that's right. With the high velocity. Maybe we don't need the medium. Maybe we make the assault gun. Okay, so it would be about 30 more metal, quite a bit less IP, because you're not having to produce a turret. Turrets are part of what make tanks very, very, very complicated. With an assault gun not having a turret, it makes it a lot easier. You guys can both be regular. Yeah, look at this. We have the same gun, and even with the little bit of weapon design variable here, the firepower is just way better on an assault gun. Very heavy. Yeah, the armor is also a lot better. I think we might build an assault gun, but I guess the question is, do we go with what we got, or do we side skirt it? I think I'm gonna side skirt it. Our model design guy doesn't have anything to do. Let's play out our orders here, and then maybe we'll just design that quick. Not like we have the metal to make them at the moment anyways. Okay, Simba causing problems as he does. He didn't rip off the hateful pamphlets.
Yes, sir.
All right, well. Yep, should have. Okay, Air Force Research Council. Applied science. Okay. Oh my goodness, this is gonna suck. Okay, can I keep 15 in these two? Model design at 10. Staff Council probably has to go down to 10. Secret Service, can I get a 5? Foreign Affairs is fine. Interior, what if we went down to 10? Okay, 10, 10. That gives me 12 in Supreme Council. I guess that's okay. Man, these are so harsh. So the way to get more is we need more bureaucratic points. Republican front demands a meritocracy to get started. Simba, dude. I need you to lead from the front, my friend. New director for our applied science. We wanted Gordon. Gordon's my boy. Gordon's my boy. All right. Goodbye, political points, as I'm going to have to dismiss you guys like 100 times.
Wilco.
Gordon. We're looking for Gordon.
Wilco.
You're not Gordon. You're not Gordon. I could try to dismiss some of these people first, but that's also a expensive endeavor. All right, Gordon. Do your best, my man. Okay, we're going to do our standard 1090, I think. Actually, no, maybe not for this, because we're going to have a whole bunch of things to discover. Let's do a 2080 on this for now. Ghostport wants to be a small town. Do they? Now, I would like to do that because they are going to have a metal mine for me. We're getting weird. What's going on over here? It's doing weird things. There we go. Just the display in the background is being weird. This is the metal mine, and it is Ghostport's. I really do want this, so I will go ahead and let them do that. A little early, maybe. And 5 cron, I also will let you go up to 3. We need the bureaucratic points, so I'm going to need those places to get bigger so I can put bigger ones in there. Okay, we ended up with 38 PP. Let me give a call to the model design. Hey, I'd like a design. Give me a new assault gun. And build upon the solid. And we want the big 105. We want the same plating. The same engine. All right, now when he's done designing that, that should have the side skirt. Well, I wish it would show you that on that screen, just for my own paranoia of making a mistake and not being able to correct it. Okay, now you pull back. Okay. Are we ready for maybe some assault actions down here? I think we actually are. Okay, let's start ourselves off. If we could take this, we would cut off a whole bunch of forces. So start me off with a ranged attack. I should be seeing a lot of hits. There are so many people over there. Get in a couple kills. Okay, not bad, actually. Not bad.
Yes, sir.
I will take that. 6 kills and we were firing blind? Yeah. Okay, then... green is what I would like to attack with. You say I would just barely not win. Okay, I do not need to be impatient. We can wait. I can bombard. Were you building the airfield? No, a truck station. You were the one I wanted to have an airfield. We don't currently have any metal, but we don't currently have any metal. If I did want to raise some independent... yeah, so air OHQ allows you to put in command layer of multiple air units. I'm going to need an airport, but what I need to know is what is the cost of the lights? You know, am I even able to see it here? That's tank. I'm not seeing what I want to see here. It's not under this, right? Light armor, light infantry. I should see a recon thing. No, it's going to be over here. It's one of those ones where I feel like it's right in front of my face. Maybe I do need to have the OHQ before I'm allowed to see that. I would believe that. Artillery, infantry, machine gun, rockets. Yeah, I'm going to assume I need to have that. So we're going to need an airport. I'm not going to drop an airport until I have enough metal that we might be interested in it. Okay, we finished the barracks here, but we're having employment problems. Part of it is this port is eating up a whole bunch, but the port is also making a lot of food. We have edible fish on this planet. This port also is giving me extra food and also wants more pop. This was a makeshift port, which doesn't really do much for me. I'm not going to get rid of it, though, because it has no upkeep, I guess. And it is providing 200 port points. I don't know if that would matter. I think we would port out of here. I think. But, yeah, we're going to leave that alone. So, to wit, do we have enough apartments? No. Not quite. I'm going to guess I'm reading that right. Yeah, worker housing is 99% full. We did make you a tier 2 place. Let's go ahead. No, let's not, because you are 350 metal. Well, there's a chunk of where my metal went. We have a couple different routes we could take. We could upgrade this one, or we could put that one in. I think the upgrade would be the better choice. 2 rounds of 125. We could afford that right now. We have the machines. Yeah, let's put this one in first. Except... where are we at on that power plant? We need half a turn still. We are not ready for that. How much is a level 1 mine? You cost me no metal, but just some machines. All right, you're in. I am going to make 1 machine here, just in case I need that. Okay, 37 points left. From that, I wanted to put, ooh, Call to Rebellion. We never got this to go off last time. Okay, but 6 spies target you. Cannot target. I don't want to target myself. You're absolutely right. I gotta remember your name. You are Simonsika. Simonsika. Where are you at? Do I not technically... I guess I don't technically have sight on them up here, so I can't do it? That seems weird. Yeah. Simon Sika is the owner, and I'm not able to do that. That's really annoying, actually. I have these sea places that I can't target. Land things I can't target. I don't know. I guess we'll throw some in here. I don't know if that's actually going to help though, because that zone's not what I care about. All right, let's check this too. Talk and bribe with the staff to learn information on a zone. Cost 100 credits. Let's try this. I want to make sure that we're targeting something interesting. Yeah, that's not doing what I want it to do. Okay, I'm gonna have to come back to this one. I don't understand why I can have this much sight over here and I'm unable to completely target it. I think that would be a little bit of a waste at the moment. Okay, war games. We do have some new commanders, and I do have a very cranky Simba.
Order acknowledged.
Okay, he's still very, very cranky, but now he also has a little bit more XP. He is so gonna rebel against me or something at some point. Oh, that's gonna frustrate the heck out of me. Okay, let's roll another turn here. Get my T on. We do have double sea monsters down there too. Be nice if they attacked the other major for once. Okay, pretty quiet. Spooters are holding still. I would love to encircle these spooters and not let them get into those mountains, but I have a feeling they're going to get into those mountains. We are probably going to need rocket planes equipped with rockets to dig those spiders out, or maybe just rocket artillery, one of the two. Okay, it's checking everything. Okay, we did have a spooter attack and they did win. Another reason that getting a little bit of armor out also would be kind of nice. They have some of those, I think they're the medium spiders. That's 500. Decade of revolution, right. Right. Oh, and they leveled up in the Totherus territory. I should check that. All right, motorized heavy siege infantry. Perfect. This is very usable in the right circumstance. So these guys would tow in my artillery, we would surround a city, and then we would just barrage the city. Or alternatively, these guys would roll up to an established line and either help defend it, because defensive artillery is amazing, or ranged attack. Artillery and attack are not stellar, in my opinion, but those other two circumstances, they're pretty good. Okay, cabinet retreat. A zoo project's actually useful to me. 2 zoo projects, okay. Really like that zoo idea. Foreign Affairs Council. I'm actually gonna change this. We're gonna go a little higher on major, just in case. Okay, now, do we have enough? We do. We can customize our MG Infantry Brigade. So a regular MG Infantry Brigade, we take a look at one of these guys, is 800 Kracken Elite, so 800 infantry, and 200 Xeno Zippers. So I think I would have probably an equal amount of RPGs. So I want the same amount as Xeno Zippers as kind of the support weapon. So let's customize the MG Infantry Brigade. So 200 machines add. I think we want an RPG element. And we want 200 of them. Confirm. If you want, you can rename the MG Infantry 2. Yes. MG Infantry 2. And we will just put this as RPG. Probably don't need that because I doubt I would forget it. But just in case I come in here and want to customize again, it's just good to know exactly what I did to it. I think this is going to be the way to go on this planet. Bringing around AT pieces is going to be exceedingly difficult, whereas they're better than RPGs. RPGs are infantry. They can dig in, they can walk through the forests, no penalties in those bad terrain types. I think that's going to be the route to go. Okay, CEO has an emergency. You always seem to have emergencies. Also, what the... Okay, we need to work on some oil too. I'm glad I double checked that. Okay, we want the... I guess we'll help the corporation here. That's a lot of government score, but it's fine. It's getting suppressed pretty heavily. They want to be a major in 5 cron. Ask me later on that one. We have a lot of buildings to build first. Okay, we should have a big call for RPGs. We don't this turn because I need to upgrade them. So for example, if we take you and we unit, and we would like to upgrade to an MG Infantry 2 RPG Brigade. I don't think I want it to be an MG Brigade. No, I guess that is right. We don't want to go up to a core. Let me double check. I'm second guessing myself, but I've messed this up before and it's super annoying. Yeah, we want battalions, so brigades. So unit admin, we want to upgrade you to this one. So it's going to be the same amount of troops, the same amount of MGs, and then we're going to need 1,000 RPGs. We'll do it there, and then yeah, you're the only one here because you are normal infantry. And I think we'll do it on the Spooter land. So upgrade to that one. And you upgrade to that one. I think, actually, you know what? I think I'm just going to do it to everybody. Okay, the first. Yeah, the first are also MGs. Yeah, we've only got the one assault unit, sadly. All right, and then the fourth is also... Yeah. Upgrade to there. And then we're going to have a big call now. Yeah, 5,000 RPGs are needed for reinforcements, which we will do. I kind of regret not designing that next set already. It is what it is. Okay, so that should be 5,000 produce. Okay, so we should be good to go there. Did I need anything else? Nope, that was it. All right, so they will filter out as reinforcements into our current groups. I see the sea monster ran away like the coward he is. That's gonna be really annoying. It's gonna be really annoying. I'll tell you what. You start waddling your way that direction. I think that unit gets to retire over there. Okay, we did get knocked back here. I think we're just gonna have to try to hold the best we can. Okay, let's cross this river. This guy can't get up into those hills, unfortunately. And let's just wait for our RPGs. Not the ideal units to be going in and doing this, but yeah, we're kind of reaching our stretched limit until these guys filter down. All right, come on down, come on down, come over. Okay, is what it is. And down here, it's all blending together already. Okay, you don't have the AP for another attack. Okay, we built this. I'm immediately going to upgrade this, I think. We're kind of hurting on that metal and oil really badly. And this will produce a little bit of both. We'll take that up. You are building nothing. We were waiting on population to kind of stabilize. Let's see what's happening here. I'm paying 0.6. No, 0.6 is the civilian pop. We're paying 0.5, so we're underpaying a little bit here. Our workers are sad. It's going to partly be pay. Quality of life is very low compared to national. We like having food. We like having housing. Okay, they're not even really complaining about the pay. Okay. Then we need education or entertainment. Education should go first because education brings in some research points. So we'll bring in the uni. And actually, we also got those zoos. So if we go to zones, we go to targets, this zone. And let's pop in those two zoos. That'll save me maybe building a quality of life building for the time being. We also have 4 points. That's right. We needed to build this mine to play Motherlode on it. Or peripheral mining and then Motherlode, I think is going to be the play here. Yeah, I think that's going to be the play here. Okay, did you finish your power plant? Yes. All right, we were losing 130. You are going to produce 500. So let's knock it to half. And that will let us start re-energizing our batteries. We could store 2,200. We also are going to need some more oil. I think we're going to have to build the oil first because we are losing that and I am driving vehicles around. Actually, are you where I want to drill deeper? 132 is fine. It's a level 5. Okay, a level 7, it's a little bit easier. I'd have to do some road work. This might actually be a good test. We had a discussion in one of the comments about admin strain is as the crow flies, not as the road rolls. I have quite a bit of IP for the road. Okay, I think I'm in. All right, we also could go through here, which is much lighter terrain. So give me a dirt road to here. And then here. Oh, hang on. What are we constructing? What are we constructing? Why do we show that we're constructing something here? Are the civilians constructing? No, but they must have just done it. Oh, okay, yes. They are constructing a hospice. Okay, good job, team. You can continue to do that, and I will get the oil. Deal. All right, 125 metal. And I need 2 machines. Go.
Aye, aye, sir.
And I am, whoops, not reinforcements. I'm going to produce an additional 2 machines. I want to make sure I stay on top of that. I've kind of let that slide a couple times during this playthrough. Okay, and I think that's basically it. We moved all those guys. We checked over there. We checked over there. How are we doing on this salvage? Yeah, this salvage is almost gone. And I didn't queue anything up here, right? I did not. Okay, I think I will build something here. We're gonna build some salvage. So 17,000, 9,000, 13. So you are the best salvage spot. Dirt road to here. And then let's go ahead and build a recycling facility. 50 metal and a machine for 2 turns.
Yes,
all right,
sir.
do it. I am again gonna knock 1 machine up. I'm gonna keep a close eye on this, and I'm definitely not gonna run out of machines. We have 31 points left. Can I get another war game in? No, because she's not feeling it. Okay, in that case, can I get a cabinet retreat? Yes. That'll make her happier for next time.
Order acknowledged.
+6 to all the cabinet members, and a little bit of XP. Yeah, playing those cards are so much preferable to me than playing the like bribe or etc. etc. Just because it hits everybody and just keeps everyone clicking over and being nice and smart. Like the guy who makes my tea. Okay, so hospice going in there. I'm liking all of our quality of life, although it definitely messes with the civilian economy and raises the wages, which isn't terrible. Once you have your economy clicking over, the wages you pay them either goes into the private economy or back into yourself for taxes. So it's not like we're flushing that money. The only way we really lose money is if civilians are buying things from the trader, because then the trader has the credits and not something in my economy. So that's not the worst though, because then if they're buying stuff, as long as it's not food or water really, I think I'm okay with it. If they're buying those two things, that makes me a little bit sad. Which they definitely are, because they don't own any place to get them at the moment. Okay, revolution. Okay, serpentilization might be far out there idea. We can, if we can spare water, could use the, okay, so this is essentially like we like use water to, I keep going to say melt rocks, that's not true, to chemically weather rocks, and it's going to release some energy. Okay, the solid 2, we discovered heavy siege infantry army. All right. Okay, helicopter engine. I have wanted to try helicopters, and they did actually get buffed recently. Yeah, they actually did get buffed. They're a little bit better against ruins and forests and jungles, etc. For ground attack. Vehicle armor optimization. Okay, could be really useful. Commercial gift and a referendum. They're shooting each other in the sea. Not a whole lot I can do about that, frankly. Air Force Research Council research objectives. Helicopter engine. Yeah,
Understood.
you know what? Let's do it. Because of what I just said, maybe that would be worthwhile for what we're going to be doing. They might actually, in fact, they might actually be better than aircraft now that I think about it, with those buffs for what the terrain that we're dealing with. All right, would we like to start researching vehicle armor optimization? I'm gonna know that.
Yes, sir.
I want like some logistics tech or something like that first. Okay, we don't have anything in here at the moment. We could redo the light tank to get the side skirting, but maybe it's not worthwhile. What are we sitting on? Where's my light tank? Light armor. If we go to techs, you just have the optics. If we go back to armor, okay, you don't show it on here either. I actually thought it was going to show that right here. I swear it said that in here somewhere. Double engine, underpowered engine. Much like a medium tank, but without a cupola, making it cheaper to produce but less effective in an offensive role. Seems to be doing just fine for itself, if I'm being honest. Yeah, Did that change anything? Okay, it did make the HP go up. I really expected to see that say that they had them right here. Move track. Hang on. Maybe I'm spacing on that, but I swear that I remember that. New modifier. I'm just seeing if it has anything in here. Double diesel. GR optics. It does not say the word side skirt. At least not that my eye is catching. I guess we'll see when we roll one out. Okay, no new orders then. That actually researched a lot quicker than I kind of expected it to. Okay, you have not recovered all of your points yet. Do I care? I think the answer is no. I am being a little... We're like sitting on full everything for everyone else. Let's give them another little tappy tap here. Do we have a... No, let's just blind fire this again, I think. Okay, come in here with a ranged attack. If you could get 6 kills a second time, I'd be very happy. Yeah, turn off the band. They didn't need that. Oh, little counter battery action. They got some hits on me. That I don't love. I don't love that at all. Remember, we didn't armor these very high. Okay, we got 3 kills still. I will take it. All right, can we assault? Okay, a 1-to-1. I don't think I need to be impatient. All right, I'm gonna move our recon element though. I should have done that originally. I thought we were gonna do better. And that'll give me more recon, making those more effective next time. We also might give that a probe attack. Okay, I think... We're kind of getting things all mixed up here. You kind of don't want to be going where you ended up. You're an RPG guy, right? Cross that river. Ditto. Ditto. Okay, can I... Yeah. Let's just kind of all out this guy. I'm looking to try to get a threat of a surround or an actual surround, just to push him out of this bad terrain for me. Okay, everyone else there's pooped out. That's okay. Let's see if we can get you across. All right, we'll have to filter. We'll have to figure out this cluster in a little bit. All right, you guys get out of there. Get out of there. Okay, you are gonna waddle your way. Why are you so hard to move? You're just militia. I just want something to sit here and stare menacingly at those sea serpents when they inevitably climb back out of the ocean to come kill me. Okay, we've got everyone working here. Boy, we used 2,000 ammo. It's this guy that's drinking the ammo. Okay, we did make a promise about bureaucratic, and we didn't get it when the other place staffed up. So I am going to go ahead and do that here. We have the power plant now, so we can afford the juice. Okay, you're working on that. That's fine. You're working on that. Working on that. Okay, so everyone's building something except for you. We could build a little airport here. My only holdup is, if I'm going to build a city here, I feel like this would be closer to the front, but maybe I'm being too greedy there. Maybe we just need to drop one here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Some air recon would be really nice. Let's just peek at it. If we got a Airbase 1, it's pretty dang cheap. Let's do it. Why not? We got the freaking airplanes. They're actually useful on this planet. Let's get some. The helicopters also bring open an interesting idea. If we went with like super heavy helicopters with the idea of using them as a land bridge, that may not be the worst thing ever. Range might be a little bit of a problem depending, but like just hopping over the mountains probably wouldn't be too bad. I'll be honest, I haven't had to do a lot of air bridging. So if we get to that point, that'll be a little bit new to me. Just like with the having to pay the maritime trade houses for logistics though, that makes me very nervous. Because if they get shot down or something, and that's your one supply line, then everyone relying on the food on the other side dies. So yeah, a little bit, I don't know. I secure your logistics. Why? See the end of last season. That's why you secure your logistics. That was such a sad end. That was such a sad end. And I saw it coming like 5 turns in advance, and there was just nothing I could do about it. The ship gets large and unwieldy, and you just can't turn the ship on a dime. All right, building. You're gonna definitely still be building. You are still building because we ran out of metal again. Okay, and you're working on that. Okay, that's the buildings I need to look at. Militia requires attention? Sure, you can have some head pats. Model design task, no changes. Secret Service. Council task priorities. No changes on that either. CO has yet another emergency. Man, get this woman a diaper. Like, what is going on here? Maritime Trade House wants to buy some IP. I think I'm gonna guess to that. We could use some more here. It makes people happy.
Yes, sir.
I'm swimming in IP at the moment. Railroad was gonna be my goal for this episode, but the metal didn't happen, so. Okay, I don't even know if I want to artillery barrage this turn because I'm not sure that we can actually support the ammo. We are already going 100%. We need to make a bigger ammo factory. Yeah. I think we're gonna have to. Okay, 0.1 turn left. I think let's do that. So we want industry. Ammo factory 2 is 3 rounds of 750 metal. We do not have 750 metal. All right, we're gonna need to just chill on some building then. And I'm just gonna chill on attacking. Running out of ammo is not good. It's not good. Maybe we'll continue our operations over here. This is, I don't want to call it time sensitive, but like we want to make use of the momentum we have gained. Yeah, 2 wit. All right, give me you and you, and then all of the pink. A little bit of a saturation attack here, but that's okay. All right, we are able to get the recon buggy across the river. We have crossed the this isn't the full Rhine, it's like the Rhinita, the smaller Rhine. There we go. Again, I'm gonna try to come around. Do I have anyone who can still do that? No, not really. I will come down here. I've really got to get these cleaned up. I think the first will be the one that stays here, and the 4th will carry on. So we're gonna need to get that sorted. Okay, but not this turn apparently. You can move up. Sure. Sure. Okay. Nope. Oh my goodness. We're at war with hunters. They're a minor regime and they landed. Well, I mean, at least they're not cutting off a road. Okay, we're gonna need like 2 turns-ish to be able to bring up another group of soldiers. Oh boy, okay. One thing I definitely feel here is because I lost Artemis, I have no sea presence, so I have no warning, I have no way to affect that, and I feel like we're just gonna be on the back foot forever and never able to push up because we're gonna constantly be playing whack-a-mole until I have like my entire shoreline defended, and then that's gonna eat up all of our soldiers, so we're not gonna have anyone left over to attack. Okay, well, it is what it is. Supreme Leader Day. All right, let's do a war game. Keep those people happy. Let's do a cabinet retreat, and then let's do some retirement. So do we have bronze? 0. Okay, we have 2 zeros. Give me the reserve pool. All right, I'm looking for the cap 1s to start with. You're a 2. You're a 1. You have 9 intelligence. My brother Michael. My brother Michael.
Order acknowledged.
We failed. He's too dumb to retire.
Acknowledged.
There we go. Okay. I will use bronze, I think. To get rid of some of these. Okay, D here is another cap 1 with 13 intelligence. You gotta go. Bronze is such a stronger card too. You roll 3d20 instead of 1d20 to get rid of them. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of him next. Well, hold on. He's next unless we have a cap 1. We do, but why do you exist? I feel like this guy was supposed to be a cap 3 and then like democracy hit him in the head and he lost a bunch of capacity or something. I don't know. We could earlock Simba. Oh, I guess that one's just corruption. Never mind. That's not the other one. Okay. I think we're just gonna keep ripping through here. Cap 2, 26. The purple ones are the faction I prefer, so we're gonna get rid of these non-faction people first. And I will keep a couple spares. Aaron a spare. Alright, let's roll that. Okay, they're shuffling around. Unfortunately, that probably gave them some time to recuperate from our bombardment, but yeah, like we saw, that was not going to be sustainable. Yeah, I think one thing we definitely should do is prioritize getting that ammo factory up to at least a tier 2. Normally, I have it up, and we're slow crawling the map so slow that we build up like 20k ammo before we get anything that's actually ammo hungry. But this game, we've actually kind of sort of been pretty active, moving forward pretty quick. Yeah. Oh boy. At least those are minors, so their tech's not going to be going up. I am probably going to have to redeploy backwards. I think the 4th is going to have to go over there. Or I send the 1st. Okay, metal soil filtration. Yes. We will probably need that. Corporation discovers a new tech and shares it with you. Okay. Are we researching anything at the moment? Okay, I want to know discovery. Yeah, we just discovered. Okay, so now would be a good time to play that discovery card.
Aye, aye, sir.
Education methods. Okay, it wasn't what I was hoping for, if I'm being honest, but okay. Let's give them a call. I do think I want to get some research.
Aye, aye, sir.
Okay, so for you, method synthesis also might be useful on this planet, but right now we have so much fuel, I'm not too concerned about that. Metal soil filtration, please. We're not desperate, but it's nice just to get that in hand. And then I think we also, let's check in with the military. What's going on here? Okay, we are discovery focusing. That's right. And it's in engineering. We found, okay, so we found side skirts, we find the helicopter engine. We're looking for combat armor. That's what I actually care about. Sigh. And I don't dare not do that because I want this. We should, I guess that's the armor. The next one is like combat skirts, I think, or combat dress, something like that. Where is that even? That's one I usually don't get to. We're usually done by the time we get to that point. I'm looking. Nuclear, nukes. high-tech lasers, turboprop. Walkers. Okay, where are you? But I'm pretty sure it's called battle dress. Am I just blind? Distinct possibility. Okay, well, I'm not going to bore you while I'm searching around for it. Now, there's the polymer armor. Maybe I lied. Maybe I will bore you. There's the polymer armor. Heavy combat armor. There we are. Okay, it wasn't titled what I was expecting. I mean, and it's going to require we get combat armor anyway, so yes. Okay. Keep on keeping on, buddy. Meet CEO, no. Okay, I probably want to do another war game. Keep Simba from getting too cranky. Okay, crit success. That's nice. And then we have 18 points left. I think we just chill there. I already was happy with the cities. I don't have enough to bring up in a new squad, but we need to do something about that. Okay, let's see if we can push this guy out. Okay, you're gonna go the wrong direction, but I want to make sure this guy doesn't push into there. Give me just pink. And the buggy.
Let's go.
Okay, not terrible. Man, if we had combat armor. We had combat. Okay, you're actually attached to the fourth, so I don't want you to go anywhere. Alright, you guys start redeploying. Okay, so I'm looking for people that have that picture. Yeah, you should go forward. Okay, you belong down into that group. Okay, you're heading that way. I am going to keep having you go that way. Okay, he would need to move. Okay, let's trade out because I do need to send these guys up. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, where are you? Let's get the order of battle for the fourth. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 2 in that square. Okay, I'm with you now. Yep, there they are. Okay. Thank goodness we have the order of battle screen so that I can find them like that. Okay, and they're going to rush over and try to plug this gap, hopefully before they get too close to Ghost Port. I will chance it. Yeah, support up here. All right, if I was going to build my town here, we have secured 2 hexes out. I do think I want to do this. So all I need here right now is a new zone, logistics, truck station. That's the only thing we need to start with. We're going to get that built, and then we'll drop a worker apartment, and that'll get us started. You're going to waddle up there. Okay, we have this. What was... Shoot. Oh. I wanted to build the ammo factory, but we're way too short. Let's continue to upgrade this. This is a high scav point. We'll be mining here for a while. So I need 2 machines. You know what? And we're swimming in the money. Let's see what the trade cost would be. Only 428 credits for a single machine. Yeah. No, let's rebuild some lawnmowers. There you go. And just out of curiosity, you're done here with a level 2. I think we're going to do the same thing here. We're going to go up to a level 3, so I need 2 more machines. We're using a lot of oil. We're using the metal, and having the rares is never a bad thing, so we'll click those in there. We're going to need at least, what, 2,400-ish if we want to raise the ammo factory up. Oh, we just finished this one, though. That'll help. Okay, let's try to play our cards here next turn. Yeah, we'll look at it next turn. Peripheral mining and then a mother load, I think, is the play over there. And if I understand the cards correctly, that should kind of force this to be the choice. Yeah, that should force it to be the choice. Okay, let's roll this turn out, and then we will be calling it here for an episode. Not what I thought I was going to do. I honestly thought I was railroading in this one, but the metal's just not there. And then I thought I was going to railroad next time, but I think the ammo is more important than the railroad. Although we are probably stretched about as far as we can get here without a railroad. So we are going to have to railroad from here to here, probably first, in all honesty. Or maybe down into here, because it's kind of a 2-for-1. Either way, that's... At least we have no mountains in any of that bit, but it's going to be high IP for roads, and we have a bunch of bridges to make too, so it's not going to be cheap. It's not going to be cheap. But at least it's not against the ocean, so at least it's not going to be things that people land on like this constantly. Oh, great, they are running straight for my town. Perfect. I wonder if we can cut them off and spook them. Light aircraft, okay, something to do. Conventional gun optimization could be good. And some various cards, but we will have to check that out in the next one. All right, as I said, continue leaving those great comments and feedback. Yeah, leave me some great combat too, I don't mind. Yeah, this has been a really much more interesting series than I originally thought. I really thought that this was going to be more of a just try out some mechanics from Oceania, and it's turned into actually learning quite a lot about quite a lot of different things. So always enjoyable. Every game feels different to me in Shadow Empire, so good times there. As always, don't forget to leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it. If you're not currently subscribed, I hope I've earned your subscription. I'd love to have you in the comments or join me live on one of my live streams. If you want to go above and beyond, you can always leave a super thanks here, join me live for a super chat, check out the Patreon linked in the channel info, or become a member here on YouTube. That support is greatly appreciated. Thanks for being you builders, and I will catch you in the next one. Babble out.